what you do. Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Colt defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought. Down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really liked? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 53. Check 53. And let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Abuka able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, break.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 90.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last. There he goes, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
second down and a yard. And they'll go right back to Evans. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Samson Abukum. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the 50, it's Stafford. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Stafford now to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stafford. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tutu Atwell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now left side on the swing pass. Shifts, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Samson Abuka able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he's across midfield to the 48. On first down, it's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line. Under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Everyone go. Move. 18, tight end.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to...
There he goes, right side. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That is caught. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Jefferson moving in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Going right back to Akers. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the third quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie, 66 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Second down, another run with Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run with the former Bill, Zach Moss. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 23. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. To throw is Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Ebukam. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Fighting his way through contact. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 2 times. Ready, go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they work this out past the 25. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.